I just saw something on the sidewalk. It was that little, I don't know if you remember the old little, like, bubble lawnmowers.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we should figure out a way to develop. Don't anybody steal this idea or I'll stab you. No, I won't. That's not nice. But a attachment to a regular lawnmower that allows it to also be a bubble mower.
I mean, could you... What's the most aesthetically pleasing part of that bubble mower? Is it the balls that pop around? Or is it...
No.
Oh,
it like blows
shoots
literal bubbles. Yeah.
Oh.
Like they
I
shoot
feel like you
bubbles
could do
out the
that.
side. Yeah, I feel like
Just add like a little, one of those little bubble machine things.
yeah, but somehow you've got to
Stick it
get
on the
like
side.
the bubble juice. Bubble juice? I don't know. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Soap. It's just soap.
basically.
Bottle of soap
Okay, so a bottle of soap.
and water. It's just watered down dishwater. Or dish soap. That's all it is.
Not just dishwater, though.
No, not dishwater.
Like-
Dish soap. It's watered down dish
It's got
soap.
like bits of chicken in it or whatever.
Maybe that could be good. Chunky Bubbles. That's our company. That's the company name. Chunky Bubbles.
That's terrible.
It's got bits of real food in it. If you want to invest in Chunky Bubbles, please make checks payable to Rob Kohler. If you're serious.
Serious about chunky
If you're
bubbles.
serious about Chunky Bubbles,
I don't know how
let
you
us
couldn't
know.
be. I don't know how you could not be serious about chunky bubbles.
And we'll make arrangements to receive any monies you wish to donate to Chunky Bubbles. We should probably go find out if we can get that as like an actual business name.
Chunky Bubbles LLC.
Yeah, Chunky Bubbles Inc.
I'm gonna guess. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that nobody has probably formed Chunky Bubbles LLC.
No, I
Chunky
mean,
Bubbles
are we
Inc.
like?
So I'm gonna guess you could get
So
it.
what's our website gonna end up being? Should we like try to go.org?
Chunkybubbles.gov.
Can we get a
I
.gov
don't
if
think
it's
you're allowed
just
to
Chunky
get a
Bubbles,
.gov.
unless you're an actual government
I
entity?
don't know. We should look into that.
I don't know.
Can we get sponsorship from the government to develop
We should see
Chunky
if we
Bubbles?
can figure out a way to like get chunkybubbles.ca or .eu. That way we
Register
can
it
be
as
Chunky
like a-
Bubbles.
As a European company.
You know what? Chunky Bubbles around the world. That's the campaign. We're gonna
International
do
Chunky Bubbles.
International Chunky Bubbles.
Chunky Bubbles from
Around
here
the
to France.
Chunky Bubbles Global. Ooh, Chunky Bubbles Worldwide.
Worldwide Chunky Bubbles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be a part of Chunky Bubbles?
I mean, really.
Like the bubbles would
The
like
Chunky
float for a
Bubble
while and then they
conglomerate.
just start to drop
Right.
really
or like,
rapidly.
what if they were able to float above you and then pop little bits of like stuff
This
would
is-
just like land on your face? It's almost like
So it's a lot like fireworks, but not nearly as exciting.
yes, and also
Because you
more filled with
shrapnel.
food bits.
Yeah.
They don't do that in fireworks. I mean, chunky fireworks doesn't really work.
Well, Chunky Fireworks
Food
is.
explosion?
Yeah, it could be. But then
Okay.
that implies like the food just exploded. Which that could be fun
Also good.
as well.
Not quite the same.
No. Still good.
Explosion.
Still good.
Food. But I don't know.
Maybe that could be a subset of the Chunky Bubbles.
The Chunky Bubbles food explosion extravaganza.
It could
I
be
feel
a lot
that's
like the-
That's the holiday special is sponsored by Chunky Bubbles. The Chunky Bubbles food explosion extravaganza.
So it's like a variety show.
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we should get Gallagher
Right?
involved because food explosion is kind of his thing.
A little bit.
And like, I feel like he, because of all of
Gallagher
his,
still around? Is he
he
still
is,
a
he's
thing?
still alive.
Does he do stuff?
I don't know if he still tours. He's getting up there in age, from what I understand. I mean, when you think about like when he might still be touring. I don't know.
I guess. Don't he have viewers know Gallagher?
Somebody
I
that
guess.
knows of him is gonna stumble across this, I'm
Right.
sure,
I hope
and be
he's
like,
watching.
Gallagher,
I hope he's
heck
watching right
yeah!
now. If Gallagher is watching this video, please contact us.
in the thing.
And
the
we would
thing.
also like to pitch to you an idea for a product that we're calling it Chunky Bubbles.
Yes,
And we think that you're the perfect spokesperson for Chunky Bubbles. It just sounds gross.
It does.
It sounds like a gross thing.
It does. It almost sounds.
You don't want to say chunky and bubbles in the same.
Chunky Bubbles sounds like we're marketing a burp.
Oh.
Mhm.
Like the kind that you burp a little bit, you kind of you gotta choke it back.
You stop it, yeah.
Chunky Bubbles.
Oh, Chunky Bubbles. Sounds like something that would
That's the
be
noise that has to come along.
that
with
would be
it.
afflicted, like a drunk person would be afflicted by Chunky Bubbles. That's kind of my thought.
Turn it off.
All right, I guess that's all for Chunky Bubbles.
I think we're done talking.
Now back to you.